Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Before we start this video, I have a warning. This video will have spoilers. I know y'all already see the title. So, warning, this video will have spoilers. So, if you know this movie, but you want to see it yourself, do not watch this video. And it is night, so I'm not as loud as I usually am. Anyway, this is my third movie review about a movie that just lately came out to my what I've heard, and it's kind of a kids movie, but it's actually really popular, and it is Thomas and Friends: The Adventures Begins. Now, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, wow, really? They're doing this? Not in a bad way, actually kind of in a good way. As you see here, I rented the movie. I just recently watched it. It wasn't that bad. There were some messed up parts in it, but I'll talk about that later. Let's first talk about the good parts. The movie is just phenomenally good. If you want to figure out, as you can see when you watch the movie, James is actually black instead of his red, and you're thinking, that's a bit of an error. James is black, but in the TV series, he's red. Well, listen up. This movie is connected with the book, not the TV show. The book tales connect with this, so that's why James was black instead of red when he had that crash in that field. Now, one thing I gotta say real quick is that they didn't really get the real adventure off. Of course, with new CGI is taking over the On the Soda tales, and they're never being the same again. And we talk about that later. And of course, this movie includes the characters Thomas, Edward, James, Henry, and Gordon. So Thomas is the only tank engine. Now there is this weird looking engine called the Coffee Cup, which you only see once at a very odd moment. Is when Thomas gets his branch line. When he arrives at Farquhar, you see him in the sightings, and we never see him after that. So maybe Hit Entertainment is planning to bring him back to the season. And for some reason, the breakdown train has faces now. The breakdown train now has faces on it, which is really creepy. That's the thing. With the new CGI, they're making everything kiddish. So every single piece of rolling stock that moves has a face. Of course, Aiden Clabell in it, but in the story, I don't know. I never read the book. I just know that this movie's off the book. I've never read the book before though. So if anyone was watching this and I say something that is wrong, it's actually like this in the book and not the TV show, then I don't mean to be wrong. I just don't know about the book. Now, one thing this says that James has Annie and Clarabelle. Now, I don't really know the story of how Annie and Clarabelle got to the island. Well, maybe you do if you read the book. I never read the book because I never got it. Anyway, moving on with the review. As you can see, lots of people freaking act. And one thing is about this freaking movie that the people actually talk. And that's top not people actually talk in this movie, which is a really cool thing they finally did. I really want to see that in the future in episodes and movies. I want to see the people talking instead of just acting out, thinking they're talking. I don't want to see that. So the people talking in this is definitely pretty good. But as I said, the adventure is not exactly like it is in the TV show. It's kind of connected to the book. Some people have seen clips. There are lots of clips of the movie outside, and now it's out. Just letting you guys know, if you have an Apple device and you want this movie, it's $5 to rent it, like $18 to buy it. Very expensive for a kid movie. That's only like 47 minutes. It's not even a movie. People say it is, but it's not. A movie is something that's an hour long. This is not a movie. It's 47 minutes. Well, actually, if you think about it, anything more than a half an hour is kind of like a show or a movie. So this could be a show, not a TV show, just a special, to say. So, what I think of it bad. One, may I say this, when Thomas is pulling the troublesome trucks, why do we see the suspension bridge? Because as I recall, that was a new thing added in the movie Calling All Engines. And that was way, way, way after this. So why is the suspension bridge there? The suspension bridge did not exist back then when this movie was based on, when it was, the suspension bridge was not there. I'm sure of it. The suspension bridge was not there. It was being built in Calling All Engines, so it could not be in this movie. So why was it in this movie? Why? Hey, entertainment. That's really the only kind of time error they had. They had the suspension bridge at the wrong time. Now, another question. When Thomas comes to Sodor, he has a saying of, like, I think it's like LB something C. I forget. Hang on, guys. I gotta check what is Thomas is saying. Hang on. Okay, LBSC. What does that stand for? Someone let me know in the comments. What does LBSC stand for? Someone tell me in the comment section below. I'd really, really like to know. And of course, they remastered the songs as they remastered everything. That's one of my complaints. They've redone everything. They take some stuff from the actual things, but they do change a lot from the actual thing. Cause that's what they do these days. It's like Hit Entertainment's taking over Thomas, which they have, and they're changing it to something totally else. But they take little bits of the old series, but it's not exactly like the real one. So tell me, how is it a season that's not like a low under 10? It doesn't connect with everything. There are little parts that connect with it, but not all of it. I know it's a kid show, but come on. I should not be seeing a face on a breakdown train. I mean, sure, Rocky had one. He had one when he came, so it's natural. But the breakdown train didn't have a face. It's called the breakdown train. Breakdown train. Not the two names of the crane that I can't even remember. So, and one thing I'm really surprised is the ending of this movie. The credits is amazing. As I said near the ending, Thomas meets that coffee cup engine, and then he puffs away along the branch line, and then it comes to the scene of when it's in the book. They took scenes from the old books in a new movie. That's something I'm actually surprised of. And lots of people want to see this movie are definitely surprised of. Is that they actually didn't have a normal credit. They had a special credit for this special movie. I really do appreciate that, entertainment. That is really impressive. But still, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. We should have seen more of that. We should have seen more of that other engine. And there's like one scene of it, and she just comes out of nowhere. Like, seriously. I mean, they talk about him in that part of the movie, but they don't show it. It would have been nice if what they did was when everyone was talking about him, they showed it. That would have been nice to see. Because they've been doing that now in this movie, it stopped. Really? Whatever. So yeah, that's my talk on The Adventures Begins of Thomas and Friends. Tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on the movie? I know people are going to be watching this stuff, because the movie is still new. People are going to be watching The Adventures of Thomas all around, so I better see good views on this video. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the future. Peace.